Hey guys, it's me again, Super Mario Loudhouse 2003, back with you once again, and happy Mar 10, everybody, March 10th, everybody. Yep, also known as Mario Day. Yep, that's right. Today is March 10th, and every year, yep, every March 10th is Mario Day. Yep. And I think y'all know why. Well, you get the idea, cause uh, the first three letters, March, and like the first three letters, like AMR, and 10 like resembles the I and the O. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you pretty much get the idea. Yep. Well, anyway, so I'm going to be showcasing all of my Super Mario collection. I'm going to be including the video games that I own and all the DVDs and Blu-rays that I own. And yep, this is a perfect time to do it since the new movie, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, yep, is coming to theaters on April Fool's Day of 2026, and I'm really excited. So without further ado, let's go. Anyways, and I do have some NES titles, like the NES Mario games, but I don't feel like showing those because I don't want to like dig them out. So I'm just gonna show you like all the collections you were about to see. So anyways, let's go. First off, now none of these are in particular order. I'm just gonna show you like random. So we're gonna start with the video games first. First up we have is Mario Kart Double Dash for the Nintendo GameCube. Got this back in 2016. I first got this back in September 2016. Or yeah, so I've had this game for about almost 10 years. Yep. Says team up for twice the fun. Yes, this is a pretty good Mario Kart game. Pretty good game. This is actually my new, well yeah. This was my like my all-time favorite next to Wii, as well as 8 Deluxe until Mario Kart World took over that list. Yeah, Mario Kart World for the Switch too. Yep. Anyway, here's the side. And the back says double the fun. Yep. Rated E for everyone for mild cartoon violence. And yep. Oh yeah. Here's a cool thing about this game. It has the broadband feature for it's like an accessory for the GameCube. Like if you own the original GameCube, you could play the LAN mode, which is like, yeah, see this picture here, you can like play the LAN mode like up to 8 players with like with your friends and whatnot. It's kind of like much like playing the local wireless play on the Switch when you're like using a TV and whatnot. Yeah, and also like DS. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I think Kirby Air Ride has the same feature too, which, yeah. Anyway, there's the disc right here. Yeah, which I do like the disc art for Double Dash. Yep, and fun fact, this was the first Mario Kart to have Waluigi, Birdo, and Daisy, Toadette. Yeah, Toadette was actually her first appearance in this game, I believe. Yeah. Yep, and also Bowser Jr. being the first first playable character in this game, because Super Mario Sunshine came out before Double Dash, so it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, and what's interesting about some of the Mario Kart, well, some of the Mario games, not like the, yeah, we first get a mainline Mario game, and then the year after we get a Mario Kart that like has some references in the previous game. Like for example, Mario Kart Double Dash has some references in from Mario Sunshine. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's like much like, yeah, it kind of gives me like a little some Pixar vibes, you know, like in terms of Easter eggs and whatnot. Yep, so that's pretty cool. Yep, so you got Mario Kart Double Dash, and next up we have is Mario Party 8 for the Nintendo Wii. Yep, got this as a birthday present back in 2023. Yeah, and it was actually brand new when I got it. Surprisingly, yeah, I was actually surprised to get a brand new Wii game such as this. This is something that I don't see very often. Usually, when I come across like a Wii, like a like nowadays, Wii games are ridiculously overpriced online. Yeah, they're like probably like 50, if not hundreds of dollars. Which is pretty insane. Yeah. Yeah, but this was a good deal. I was able to find a good deal for a good copy of this game. Anyway, here's the side, and the back says it's the wildest party ever. Yep, and it's also in Spanish. Yep, rated E for everyone for mild cartoon violence. Yep, and this was the first Mario Party game to be released on the Wii. And yeah, this is the only Mario Party game to have where you can like play as your Mii. But the only time you can ever play as your Mii is um the extra mode or whatever it's called. You know, yeah, not like, well, it's not technically you can play as your Mii, but it has to be like in the extra mode rather than the mainline board games. Yeah. I kind of wish they made it so you can like play as your Mii in the mainline board game, but it's still a good still a good game nonetheless. Anyways, here's the disc right here. Yep. Yep, and we got an advertisement for Nintendo Club, which is obsolete, just like Disney Movie Rewards, and behind it we have the instruction manual. Yep. Next up, we have Mario Kart Wii. Yep. Had this for an extremely long time. I've first got this as for Christmas back in 2008. I've had it for a long time. Yep. Yep. It says get behind the wheel. Yep. And this is also the first Mario Kart game where you can also play as your Mii. Yep. And also the first one where you can like ride in motorcycles. Mm-hmm. There's the disc. Yep, and next up we have Super Mario Galaxy. Yep, got this back in 2010, the same year the sequel came out, which I'll show that momentarily. As you can see, I got this, I think it was around the time when the sequel came out. Yeah, if I remember correctly. As you can see, this was pre-owned from GameStop years ago. Here's the side. And the back says a Mario Adventure, a Cosmic Proportions. Yep, and here's the disc. It looks pretty nice. Yep, And we also have the sequel, Mario Galaxy 2. Yep. And speaking of Mario Galaxy, I'm going to get it out. Yep. I also have the 3D All-Stars bundle, which contains Mario Galaxy. Oh, sorry, don't look at that. There was a $20 in there. sorry if you saw that, but yeah. Yep, there's the cartridge, and there's the inner artwork. And yeah, I am planning to get Mario Galaxy 2 on my Nintendo Switch 2, but I'm going to buy it separately because I'm not going to spend money on the bundled cartridge. So, yep. And last but not least, well, I'm going to do and here's the last Wii game the last Mario game on the Wii that I currently own. It's the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, the original. Yep. I got this back in the spring of 2024. So I've had this for about almost 2 years now. Wow. Yeah. Now this isn't the original cover. This came from Playback Video Games, which is a local video game store. Yep. Here's disc. It's the orange disc. Yeah, and this is the only game that I currently own in the series. I don't have Winter Olympic Games, and I don't have London 2012, but I don't have those as of yet, but I'm going to try to find them soon. Anyway, so I think I'm going to stop it right here this is part 1. And part 2, stay tuned for part 2.